So Devin Haney, he's the new undisputed champion at 135 pounds. He has made history. There's no more disputes on who is undisputed. It is Devin Haney. He is the king. He is the man at lightweight division. Um, but what I want to talk about real quick is Devin Haney. Is he a boring fighter? Because his last performance against George Kambosos, a lot of people were saying he was boring. He wasn't really. I mean, he put on a show, but it wasn't. He was just moving around too much. I see the comments. He's moving around too much. He was just pot shotting, and it made for a rather boring fight. That's what everybody is saying. And a lot of times, this is not the first time you heard this about Devin Haney. Many people will say he's boring because he doesn't really get knockouts like that. His last knockout was against, I believe, Antonio Moran. I think that was 2019, I believe. So that's almost going on 3 years. Yeah, about 3 years almost that he hasn't had a knockout. So he is at 28 wins now, and I think how many KOs he got? 15 KOs. Let me go check his KO. He has 28 wins, 15 KOs. So the thing is, they saying that he's boring. He's not a fun fighter to watch. A lot of people think that he is going to be limited in his star power because he doesn't get the dazzling knockouts. He doesn't put on a real aggressive performance. Kind of like Tank Davis or like a Deontay Wilder. I just want to get my opinion on that. I mean, that's just not his thing. That's just not Devin Haney, bro. And the sooner a lot of people start realizing that, the better. A lot of people that don't like Devin Haney, they'll use that as an excuse to hate on him even more. That is just his style. There's been many fighters before him that are pure boxers. It's just what it is. Sweet Pea come to mind. He's like one of those dudes that's like a pure boxer almost. He had a very good career. And I'm going to make a live about this coming up, so stay tuned for the live. I've been meaning to get to that live, but I'm going to throw a live on talking about this situation, this issue. But my personal opinion, I think Devin Haney's an exciting fighter to watch. The jab is a thing of beauty. I mean, he has one of the most phenomenal jabs I've seen in boxing. And these people can say what they want. You can say what you want about his power, but listen, I doubt you want to sit there and get punched continuously with that kind of jab. That thing is quick, it's sharp, it's stabbing. Imagine getting hit in the face with that for 12 rounds. You seen Kambosos, man. He didn't look too good after that fight. You saw his face, marred up, everything. And Devin's face was barely touched. Barely touched. The art of the sweet science is not appreciated much anymore. It's because, I mean, the boxing fans, they always crave knockouts. I mean, this goes from way back, but the sweet science, real boxing fans can appreciate the sweet science and don't have to always crave for a knockout all the time, man. I get joy in seeing knockouts, but I don't get joy all the time. You see somebody knock somebody out in the first round all the time, or like the second, third. I like to see, if I'm going to see a knockout, I like to see a systematic knockout where he beats up on this guy for about 4 or 5 rounds and gets him out like the sixth or seventh. That's acceptable for me. I don't want to see first round knockouts every damn fight, second round knockouts. I don't want to see that. And then when it comes to the sweet science and the pure boxer, I love seeing when a pure boxer can just pick apart his opponent and the opponent can't even do anything with him. He's standing right there, can't even touch him. It's something about that just fascinates me, and you got to give Devin Haney, appreciate him, man. Appreciate him for what he is. You know, if you want to see knockouts, watch Tank Davis fights. If you want to see knockouts, go watch some Deontay Wilder's old fights. If he comes back, he gets those knockouts again, then cool. But don't expect that from every fighter, man. Every fighter got their own thing. Respect what each fighter got going on, bro. That's Devin Haney's thing. He is not going to knock you out with one punch. That's just not him. He is not going to. Uh, he's not really an aggressive fighter like that. He can be when he wants to be, but he feels like, why should I have to be aggressive if I got this skill set, this special talent of pure boxing? Why would I go in there and risk getting myself damaged when I could just easily pick this dude apart from way out here? You know, so that is the craft that he's mastering that. And if he goes out there and starts doing otherwise just to please everybody, then that's a recipe for disaster. He can get himself knocked out, he can get hurt bad. You know, that's not just for Devin Haney, any other pure boxer, or even boxers that's brawlers and stuff. Eventually, man, you can't sit there and take that shit, bro. After a while, it's gonna take a toll on you later on. Jared Hurd, Adam Kalnatsky, those are two that comes to mind. They were punchers, brawlers. They didn't have much defense. They was getting punched a lot. And you see what happened after a while. Look what happened to Adam Kalnatsky. Look what happened to Jared Hurd. It caught up to him. And that's not good. I mean, the fans like to see stuff like that. But as far as the fighter is concerned, he's going to receive the bad end of it later on. It might not happen right there, but later on they're going to pay for it. You know, so it's good to be, if you're gonna have power and have a power punch, good. But have some defense to go with it. You know what I'm saying? You can be a defensive fighter and have power at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes, that's not their style. Some of them just come forward and just want to bang it out and brawl with you. They can take your punch, but after a while, it's like cracking a nut. You're gonna weigh that chin down eventually, and that happened to Deontay Wilder. That happened to Jared Hurd. That happened to Adam Kalnatsky. You're gonna run into somebody that's gonna crack your chin, and then that's gonna be it. And then after that, you can argue that these fighters might not be the same again. Deontay Wilder, Adam Kalnatsky, or Jared Hurd. You saw how he looked in his last fight. Jared Hurd didn't look too good. Adam Kalnatsky got knocked out twice by Robert Helenius, and he's coming back for another fight against somebody that's crafty, just like Robert Helenius, maybe even better. We don't know how he's gonna do. We don't know how Wilder's gonna do in his next fight, you know. But fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, they last long in the sport. You know, I'll touch on it. Like I said, when we get into the live, I want to get you guys' opinions on it and stuff like that. But that's all I really got for y'all, man. I just wish people stop disrespecting Devin Haney when it comes to this stuff, man. That's just not his thing. Just have some respect. You know, that his thing is not to knock you out. That's just not him. You know, but let me know what y'all think, man. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm out. Peace.